afternoon, team. Great to play with you today. Whether you're chilling at home, playing sneakily under your desk, or hiding in the loo, it's not very hygienic, but I'll let you off. Thanks for spending a bit of your precious Friday with me. It's Frantic Friday, and it's all going off. I'm Sean Welby, and today the mission is to win enough money to buy at least one round in the pub this week, and that'd be all right, wouldn't it? You know how it works. Answer all 12 questions correctly, and you could win or split £1,000, which is not a bad way to get that Friday feeling. So let me know what you spend that grand on if you got it all to yourself, which is possible. So let's get you one step closer. Here's Q1. According to the saying, what is commonly thought to not strike twice? Zorro, Superman, lightning. I think an encounter with any of those three would be pretty memorable, but who might you see more than once? Well, it's actually a myth that's been thoroughly busted, but which of these was bang in the middle of it, slashing a big Z in the sky? The answer is lightning. Oh, did you get it? 82,000 of you did. Very, very, very good. You actually have a 1 in 700,000 chance of being struck by lightning, but a much better chance of winning HQ. I prefer these odds, so let's crack on to Q2. Which of the following is the penultimate letter of the English alphabet? Y, Z, A. Now, this is one of the very first things we ever learn in primary school. Can you think back that far? Did you get taught, though, what the word penultimate means? Because if you didn't, this one actually could be quite tricky. If you went for A and this was an exam, I'm afraid I would have to give you an F here. This is every child's favourite question. The answer was, of course, Y. Hey, 62,000 of you still in the game. We did lose a lot of you to Z, 14,000 of you, so a little bit brutal, that question, not quite savage. The letter Y also answers to upsilon, Y, and which I learnt from the YMCA, I'll have you know. Okay, so I need to remind you actually, because we've got an absolutely huge show starting on Sunday, and every Sunday, in fact, going forward, with a huge prize of £8,000. That is a lot of money. You need to play with your friends to help your chances, or even better, invite the friends, and then you get an extra life and everybody wins. And speaking of friends, I think we should do a few shout outs. Hello to JK and Lucy, aka the Snugglebums. Interesting quiz name there. Nikki Kelvin, your Sky been having a little play. Hello to Joe, who started his new job on a Friday, and you're playing HQ. That is a very strange start to a job. Hello to Kim Smith and her bulldog Apollo, absolute HQ addicts. Who isn't? Jamie, he says he doesn't want a shout out, he just wants the answers. Sorry, Jamie, I'd get fired. And finally, hello to Stu, who's off to Silverstone, but not before he races through to the end of HQ. Let's crack on to Q3. The holiday known as Cinco de Mayo is celebrated in which month? December, May, January. Have a little think. We're thinking sombreros, maracas, margaritas. I'd murder one of those right now. Cinco de Mayo. It's celebrated in parts of Mexico and America, but when does the party kick off? Literally, it's spelt out for you if you know your Spanish. It's the 5th of May. Very good. 57,000 of you still in the game. You got that right. Very, very good. Basically, it's when people celebrate that time Mexico duffed up the French in 1862. How lovely. Nothing to do with mayonnaise, though, I'm afraid. On to Q4. Which of these is a primary brand colour for Facebook and Twitter? Black, blue, yellow. Now, I feel like if you're playing HQ right now, you probably have at least one of those, Facebook or Twitter. We spend a lot of time staring at the logo, so I am expecting a good result here, guys. No pressure. Zuckerberg, he may have dabbled in the black arts recently. But which colour did he paint his logo? Well, matching the sky, the answer was blue. And did you know it? Of course you did. 56,000 of you absolutely nailed that one. Basically, blue was chosen because experts say that it promotes human interaction. And thanks to that, I know that Janet's bunion is playing up again. Classic Janet. Okay, on to Q5. In cricket, what is the name given to a delivery without any runs scored off it? Line ball, square ball, dot ball. It's probably like the sport of the summer, but have you been paying attention to the rule book? Because cricket is full of confusing terms, but one of these means that nothing interesting happened. I think that is the translation. So, leaving square balls to Minecraft, the answer is dot ball. Pretty tricky, that one. Oh, I think that was pretty savage because we've lost 30,000 of you. 15 went for line ball, 15 went for square ball, 24,000 of you said dot ball. And basically it's when the scorers put a dot in their records to indicate that no runs were scored off that ball. Now that is an origin story. On to Q6. If you've got any extra lives, use them, use them. So, which of these is a member of the skunk family, native to Southeast Asia? Stink badger, stink otter, stink raccoon. I mean, when it comes to the animal kingdom, these poor little creatures have been given the short end of the straw, haven't they? Of all the Oh, that was a stinker of a question. 13,000 of you got it right. Sadly, it was a little bit brutal. We did lose 13,000 of you in that one with the other animals. And despite the smell on the train this morning, I can confirm they haven't made it to the UK yet. Thank you. On to Q7. Which of these was not a Hanna-Barbera creation? DuckTales, Scooby-Doo, The Jetsons. Like, imagine if after all these years of watching cartoons, it finally paid off and it got you one step closer to that prize money of £1,000 today. Best of luck. These are 3 absolute cartoon classics, but who had nothing to do with Hanna or Barbera? Well, it was cooked up by Disney instead, and the answer was DuckTales. Ooh. Did you know it? Hey, 9,479 of you did. Very, very well played, guys. I don't know if you remember the intro to DuckTales, but Scrooge McDuck used to dive into a swimming pool full of gold coins, which actually works better on paper than in real life. It's quite painful. Does Panama not celebrate independence? Colombia, Spain, Mexico. How are you with these things? Have you brushed up on a bit of history here? It's actually finally an Independence Day that we aren't on the wrong side of. Never owning Panama in the first place. The answer is Mexico. Oh, that was pretty brutal because we are now down to 3,518 of you. We actually waited 20 years for an Independence Day sequel, but Panama gets both of theirs in November. I don't know. On to Q9, and well done if you've come this far. Here we go. Which of these figures has not received a BAFTA Fellowship Award? Kenneth Branagh, Vanessa Redgrave, Michael Caine. Have a little think. Have you been watching these award ceremonies? Basically, this is BAFTA's Lifetime Achievement Award, but who's been shunned for it? This is pretty awkward because despite winning BAFTAs behind and in front of the camera, the answer is Kenneth Branagh. Oh, that was pretty tough. 1,496 of you managed to get that one right. Very, very well played. I felt really bad about this. I actually tried to find a previous winner who was rubbish just to make him feel a bit better about it, but they're all legends. Soz, Ken. Okay, it's Q10 time and we're getting closer to that prize money. Best of luck, everybody. Here we go. Visible in Earth's night skies. Which of the following is true about the giant star Betelgeuse? Brighter than the sun, older than the sun, hotter than the sun. Saying those is making me sweat. It's hot enough as it is. Betelgeuse is a smoking 3,500 degrees Kelvin, which is the same temperature that my bedroom's been every night at the moment. It's getting ridiculous. So, who's going to get straight A's in space school today? The answer is brighter than the sun. How is your space knowledge? Oh, 825 of you got that right. That was really tricky, actually. Very impressed. Betelgeuse is over 1,000 times wider than our sun. So please don't say the name 3 times because it's sweaty enough as it is. Here we go. We're on to Q11. Which of these Star Wars characters does not feature in the 2018 Solo movie? Maul, Boba Fett, Enfys Nest. Are you good with your movie trivia? Have you seen the Solo movie? Hopefully you remember. Basically, we last saw him split in 2, but Darth and Maul were reunited for this one, and the badass bounty hunter who was left on the bench is Boba Fett. Did you know it? Did you get it right? 353 of you still in the game. Pretty tricky now, guy. Those numbers are coming down, but you're very good to be hanging on. If you've got any extra lives, I would use them because we're getting very close now. Wookiee noises at the ready. We are hyper jumping into the final round. This is a momentous moment. I'm very impressed and very proud of you because you are now part of the elite Q12 crew. Here we go. Deep breaths, take your time, not too much time. Which of these countries does not share a land border with Russia, North Korea, Afghanistan, Norway? Have a think about this. You good with your geography? Maybe you went to Russia for the World Cup. Did Did you brush up on any facts while you were there? Russia has got fingers in a lot of pies, but who is sitting just out of reach here? Well, they share just 18 kilometres of border, but that is enough for North Korea to knock you out here. The American Army sandbox since 2001. The answer is Afghanistan for the win! Hey! 229 of you, you've done it! Pretty good. Hello to Sam Rill, £4.37 in your bank account right now. Beric, best host. We love Beric, and obviously so do you. £4.37 is going to you. Some very interesting looking profile pictures here, guys. I love the little puppy, Sam Rill. Oh, so cute. Hello to Dinesh, well done. Very well done, guys. Honestly, I am so impressed. That was pretty tricky. But you did it, and you are now have the bragging rights. You can go back into work, you can hold your head high, because this is something that not everybody has ever managed to do. I'm very impressed. That is how you do a Friday afternoon. Boom! High fives all round. Totally nailed that one today. And I have to say, there were some real tricky ones in there, so I'm impressed. You now join that elite few who are in the Q12 crew. Congrats! It's a great thing to brag about to your mates later, or to me. Hit me up on Insta and on Twitter. Have a look at what I've been up to. And if you fancy bossing it twice today, you can do it all over again tonight at 9 o'clock, which will be even more fun after a few drinks. Thanks for being the best HQ Dream Team ever, and I'll see you soon. Have a great weekend.